Hey y'all, welcome back to Leslie's Mature Makeup and Beauty. Today I've got a new to me eyeshadow palette I wanted to try out. This one has been around for a while. It's the Sydney Grace and Mel Thompson Tiny Marvels palette. This was restocked recently. I got an email notification and they were, Mel Thompson passed away last year and they were donating her portion of the sales back to her family. So I thought, I've wanted to grab this. Let's just grab it. It is gorgeous. Now, it looks super colorful, but really you've got lots of different neutral tones in here. These shimmers, I swatched those. That scarab shade on top is just gorgeous. So I'm going to try to do something a little bit colorful, but what I've noticed, there's several shades in here that would work as like a transition shade or a crease color for different skin tones. And the shimmers, some of them have kind of a different texture, when you swatch them. But I've never tried Sydney Grace. I've heard good things about her eyeshadow formula, so I'm excited to dip into this. And I think I'm going to start with Tree Hopper. It's just kind of a light beige tone. I'm just going to dip my brush in and tap it off and lay that down. And I think I might try to play with this bright green shade and see what that does. But Sydney Grace has a ton of gorgeous shades of eyeshadow, so I thought I'd grab a palette and try it out. And it's one of those formulas I love. I can definitely, because I think they release like little seasonal bundles and that type of stuff. And I know you can get single shadows from them and kind of build your own palette. And I think she sells, obviously pre-made palettes as well. That's kind of got a little bit of a warmish undertone. I don't know what I've got on my eye there. I'll take just a little bit more of that. Just a little bit higher. Maybe almost an olivey undertone with that one. So I think I'll leave that there for now. And then I think I want to try getting out of the old comfort zone. I'm going to go in with the shade Mantis. I think I'm going to take just a flat brush. And maybe we'll do a little bit of a spotlight eye or something. Who knows? Ooh. That looks pretty. And all the shade names in here are like really cute. Like bug names, but so, like one of the shimmers is called Fire Butts, which I assume is talking about a little lightning bug. It's really pretty. Good pigmentation in these shadows so far. I'll do a little on the tip of the brush. And kind of work it up into that crease just a little bit. Take it just a little bit higher. My allergies are starting to act up. We had a good bit of rain for a while, which I'm glad it's kind of taking a little break, but that just means the pollen will be ramping back up. And I'm just kind of slowly building that to kind of where I want it. I think I may take a little bit of that shade on a fluffy brush. I guess not that one. So it's a little more diffused. And just kind of work that up a little bit higher into that transition shade. There's just a little bit of powder kick up in the pan, but I don't mind that. And obviously I've got the rest of my makeup on, so I will list and link everything, down in the description box like usual. That is pretty. Like for a kind of a brightish green, it's gorgeous. And it looks, just like it does in the pan. That's how it's coming off on my eyes. And I think for the center of my lid, I think I am going to go into the shade right above it, Fire Butts, which is this. It's actually the second one on my hand. It's got a little bit of a green shift to it. I'm going to see how it does with a dense flat brush. This is my Angie Hot and Flashy brush that's made for shimmers. We'll see how it applies with that. And I am overlapping, onto those inner and outer corner shades. It actually applies pretty good with a brush. But of course I'm gonna amp it up right in the center. Or see if it will with my pinky finger. Ooh, that's pretty. Yeah, I'm going to take my little pinky finger and see if we can amp it up kind of directly in the center of that. Oh, yeah. Ooh. I may go all the way over. Even though I laid those matte shades down, it's still going to look a little bit deeper. Y'all know sometimes I get carried away with my shimmer. It's so pretty, I just want it everywhere. Oh, I have wiped it everywhere for sure. If I knew how to use my hands, it might be helpful. That is gorgeous. I mean, that applied nicely with the brush, but with the finger, that is phenomenal. And I really, just going back over that fluffy brush that we did, that green shade. I don't really have fallout per se. I made a mess with my finger. Okay, so I ended up putting a little bit of concealer on where I made a mess with my shimmer, but that is gorgeous. I love that. Super pastel-y for the springtime. So I'm going to do kind of the same thing under my eyes, but I'm not going to use that transition shade, I don't think. I think I'm just going to do that green on my little Profusion small pointed brush, the shade Mantis. I'm just going to run that right up next to that lower lash line. And I'm also going to take that shimmer that we used, Fire Butts, put some of that on there, and I'm going to take that all the way across as well. We're just going to be shiny and shimmery today. If the FedEx guy shows up, I'll be outside in the flower beds with a full face of makeup on. And I think I'm going to take the shade Web, this lighter colored shimmer up here, and I'm going to pop that in the inner corner. Ooh, or should we do that yellow? Let's do Web. I've already got it on here. Ooh, wow. That was a little more than I expected there. That's okay. I think it'll come together once we get our mascara on. These shimmers are no joke. Which that's what I've heard about this formula, that it's, that her shimmer formula is some of the best out there. And just based on these swatches and this right now, I think I might have to agree. I'm going to throw on some mascara here. And as of when I'm filming this palette is still available. Alright, so I kind of really packed on the mascara. I just wanted to come up close so y'all could see. This is a beautiful, beautiful green color. I love it. This is the finished look using the Sydney Grace Tiny Marbles, just those greens and that one transition shade. This is a stunning shimmer formula. I am super excited to have this in my collection, and I'm really excited to use it again. I mean, this is gorgeous. That shimmer formula is outstanding. Even the one that I put in the inner corner, when I swatched it, it didn't feel like it was going to be as impactful as it was. So if you've got it in your budget to grab this, I recommend, based on my first impressions. It's really nice. But I thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.